All right, good afternoon again. Let's check in on Milton down in the southern Gulf of Mexico, due to make landfall in Florida. A little over 24 hours from now. It'll be late tomorrow night, probably maybe early Thursday morning, depending on when, how you want to look at it. But the storm has intensified once again. Let me just look at the eye there, just absolutely apparent at the moment. With this storm, it had weakened a little bit. I mean, in terms of wind speed, I really don't want to say it was a weak storm at all, obviously, but the wind speeds had come down. Now it's intensified once again, and we're back up to a Category 5 storm with wind speeds of 165 miles an hour, gusting to 200, and it's about 500 miles plus southwest of Tampa, due to make pretty much a direct beeline toward the Tampa area here over the next 24 hours. So here's the track for you. The storm itself, at least in terms of the wind speed, will decrease as the storm gets a little bit closer, but I'm going to show you why that's really not much of a comfort for the state of Florida and those impacted by the storm coming up here in just a second. So there you go. Category 3 technically at landfall, still a Category 1 as it makes its way to the east coast of Florida, and then as we head into Friday, storm will move out into the Atlantic and be long gone, and will be a memory, probably not a distant memory, but will be a memory for sure, and will be one that the state of Florida will be recovering from for a long time. So here you go. Here's what I was talking about. This is a computer model of the forecast wind speeds around Milton at the moment. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off all of the wind speeds except for those hurricane strength or stronger, which is 74 miles an hour or higher. Right now, those hurricane strength winds are about 60 miles wide within the storm. But watch what happens as the storm gets closer to Florida. That kind of area of hurricane strength wind expands to about 140 miles an hour miles wide. So as the storm makes landfall, more of Florida will be impacted by at least those hurricane strength winds, and that's why power outages are going to be such a problem for even areas well inland, and it's also why the storm surge will definitely be so high with this storm. In and around Tampa to Sarasota, it's 10 to 15 feet, 5 to 10 feet outside of that. South Florida, 3 to 5 feet or so. Down once you get to the Keys, it's a little bit lower than that. And then even on the backside of this storm, as it's moving out into the Atlantic, 3 to 5 feet of storm surge possible anywhere from Jacksonville through Daytona Beach. And obviously it's going to just rain a ton across Central Florida. 12 to 16 inches, isolated totals up to 18 inches, but kind of on either side of that, rainfall totals will taper off pretty quickly. Not a lot of rain expected to Miami, and not a ton of rain as you head up toward Tallahassee or Jacksonville either.